Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Team switch sides and get ready to go. This is period 2 action from the Matthews Center, and specifically the Gordon Rink at the campus of St. Paul's School, and it's Nobles and Greenough School. 1-0. They lead over the hometown St. Paul's School Pelicans. Here as we begin the second period, and we begin with Teddy McElhenney shooting the puck deep, and Aiden Lyons is back on it. Here to begin, he drops it off to his defensive partner, and we're underway in the second. It was a late goal by John Murray, a shot through traffic off the left side of the ice that got things started for Nobles with 41 seconds on the clock, I do believe. Something of that regard, and that's where we're at right now. And here's a steal by Cronin. Cronin's going to come in. The centering pass was blocked by Schubert. Good job by him to keep it out of the center of the ice. It's the second time he's done that tonight. Ripped in here by James Orne. He goes up in the forecheck and takes Lions into the boards. Max Dumas now on the right side. His shot was blocked, and there goes Stevens. He's going to come up the left side, charging in. Stevens on Barron, and it was stopped by Andy Barron. What a big stop by the St. Paul's goal scorer, staring down one of the most dangerous Bulldogs on the ice. And not only did he stare him down, he stood up to the task too. Stadheim nearly turned it over again. Jacobs was hunting around for the puck. Those kind of opportunities, St. Paul's has lit up all night pretty much. Nobles yet to cash in on one of them. Maybe they can here as Lapsley comes in ahead. Lapsley with a shot. Nice little drag move around. I think that was Russell. And then he shot one on net that was stopped by Barron. That'll get a little rouse out of the crowd. And a whistle as well. Whew. They were allowing a couple, I think that was the second maybe, on-man rush. The St. Paul's, the takeaway I had in the first period there, they allowed Nobles to the middle of the ice, and they're getting grade A chances. Puck up and out of play here, maybe? But they're allowing Nobles the chances from the middle of the ice. That one was from the middle of the ice, although a different kind. It was on a breakaway, of course. Stadheim jigs in against Zink, who wanted the draw. Shot coming through here! And standing in front of the cage was Lapsley. That's what I mean, folks. He got loose off the face-off, and Murray put one right to the goal. Luckily for the Big Red, Lapsley deflected it up and into the netting, and we'll do this one again. This is one of those games so far for Nobles. I think they're just missing those opportunities, and they have to start cashing in, or they'll let St. Paul's hang around. You see it all too often. Halliday out there right now with Simpson and Stadheim on the top line. JT can't get the puck up off the wall, or out, I should say. He got it off the wall. Puck off the wall now as McElhenney couldn't get it up farther than the blue line. Harrison Sweet hustling over here. He'll bank one off the boards, and Halliday will play it in behind him for the center. Owen Stadheim up and ahead. Stadheim checked into the boards there by Pierce Kenny, and it's played on around by Nobles, but not out. Coming over to close the gap is Halliday. Simpson now. He's taken to the wall there by Murray. It's a 2-on-2 battle, and Stadheim's in front while Halliday's with him. Simpson wins the puck. He's going to come over near side now. Eric Simpson still trying to get away from Murray, who's stuck with him all the way. Set it in front now for Stadheim. It's going to come clear for Simpson on drive. It was blocked, and then he ran into Dumas and fell. Pitchfork out, not only in the center ice, but out of center ice, directly into the scorer's table, leaving all constituents over there a bit stunned. Face-off will come to the Nobles' end here as a result, because that's where the area was shot up and out from. It's to the left of Mark Smith, who's had to make saves, just not many difficult ones. Didn't have to make a difficult one there on Simpson. Matter of fact, he didn't make one at all. Dumas drive, and he missed the goal wide, or the goal wide. Net plus goal is null. Covering the line there is Cooper Flinton. Good job by him as Russell stepped in. He's still covering the line for Russell, who's now just in behind him. Flinton, the guy high on the play, he'll charge now in deep as he is working with Ty Green to get the puck off the wall. Green did just that. Shot it right into the body of Sacklad, who's now going in for the corner with it, up to the half wall. Sacklad kicking at it. Taking him to the wall is Pickering. Is still loose there. Flinton is boarded. I don't mean that in the penalty terms. Russell will just clear it to the far side of the ice, sending Green to a puck chase, but Kenny knocked him down, legally so, and that is why Nobles gets this puck out. Good pressure there by St. Paul's for a couple of shifts. Barron wants the whistle, and he's telling the referee just that. That's what all the body motion was. Andy will sometimes do that. He wants the whistle, and it's not an obvious whistle, per se. So he'll talk to the referee there, and he will tell him, like, hey, you might as well just blow the whistle now because I'm going to hold on to it. And the referees sometimes don't like that. Sometimes they want to keep the play going. And I think that's what you saw them talking about right there, but it's his decision. Here's Stevens in the slot. Oh, he was between the hash marks with the puck on his stick, and he just fanned on it. He's penetrating quite well right now, Mr. Stevens is. He's in between the hash marks again, now in low as Cronin picks it up. He'll swirl in front and feed it back to the line for a shot here. Rebounds loose in front. Stevens was hustling for it, but couldn't make it there. And now Bussey will go the other way. A shot from the line came from James O'Connor. Cut into the middle of the ice and taken down is Colby Bailey. No trip on the play. Nobles fans calling for a penalty and none forthcoming. And Orn jarring with, I believe that was Cronin after they both ran into each other. And Orn turned around and I think yelled at something. I don't know if he was just yelling or yelling something. There wasn't any call on that either. It's just offside. And the face-off will be taken between Zink and Stadheim. Shot it off the draw by Jake Sullivan. Look out. Another one into the crowd here. And look out. Couple St. Paul's fans sitting right up to the glass. And that puck went right off the back wall here, which is only 3 rows. It's only 3 rows deep here at the rink. This faceoff should be in the Nobles' end, I think. Oh no, the puck's just on the ice, sorry. As they chucked it back on the ice here from the stands. They're supposed to do that. Is it the most smart thing? Probably not. But yes, it almost hit a couple of fans in the front row there. Luckily it did not. Everyone's safe. It's the 3rd puck out of play, I think. One of them nearly hit me. Right up above my head. Guillaume Deere is stripped there on the corner by Will Zink. Stadheim comes in to help out. Up to the half wall now. Guillaume Deere trying to settle the bouncing puck. Zink right on his tape again, and he's got space. Zink to the middle, and he put it wide. Barron might have had a piece of it or went off a body. And ran across the Guillaume Deere. Turning it over. The arm is up here. I think it was for icing, but they never waved it off, and they never called it. Maybe offsides, not sure. St. Paul's in the offensive end, but Guillaume Deere having some trouble with that puck. He's got it again here. Gives it for Stadheim. Stadheim for Guillaume Deere. It bounced over his stick, and St. Paul's is going to have to regroup. He makes a tight pass to Owen Stadheim, who now truck back with it. Stadheim for Sullivan, who falls down. Uh-oh, look out. Chance in the middle. Side of the net, and unable to settle it down is Lapsley. Oh, my Lord. I don't usually hound two guys particularly well. Hold on, we'll put that on pause as Menez comes in. Menez, sharp angle shot. Goes out the other side for Ty Green right on the ice. St. Paul's was changing. Finding this puck is Pickering, and he'll make the breakout pass. Trying to catch up to his was DPA Trantonio. There's DPA Trantonio once again, and we talked about how much of a mouthful that was. And there's a reason I won't say it particularly too much. There he is, DPA Trantonio. The more I say it, the more I get the hang of it. Simpson flips it up in the head. I don't know if he was intending it for Flinton or not, but Cooper will give chase. Out the left side, here's Aiden Lyons, hammered into the wall by Flinton, who finishes the check. Maybe a bit late there, but no penalty on the play. Owen O'Connor with a bit of time, put it off the leg of Sacklad, and that's why there's going to be no icing on this one. Barron will put it up jumping forward as Cronin, and nearly knocked it down, but instead it goes to Ty Green, who will move away. Here's Green, inside, outside, goes to the corner, stops up along the goal line. All over him was Colby Bailey. Green still working on the puck. Here's Bryson Russell chipping in on the left side, or pinching in, I should say, chipping in. Somehow he chipped the puck. as he pitched in, I suppose. It's Russell here. We're at 10:38, and St. Paul's is in the O-zone. Bryson Russell, the defenseman behind the net, tried to center it in front. He got away from Orn, and all over that is Cronin. Orn's got a hustle, and he does get back first. Cronin lifted his stick. Here he comes. Cronin shoots. Stopped by Andy Barron. Just when I thought James Orn was going to knock that puck away, a tremendous offensive play, why not, by Jack Cronin, who lifted the stick of James Orn and came in, created a 2-on-1. He elected to move to the middle of the ice and shoot it. Rather than pass it, I think that was Stevens coming down with him. Hold on a moment. Here comes Schubert stopping up, waiting for help. He centered for Orn, who was all tied up. Instead, it came back for McElhinney. Orn once again bumped in behind the cage. He's jousting, and Schubert makes the pass. Here's McElhinney. A shot bounced up in the air. Smith will swallow it up. I'll finally circle back to that comment from a couple shifts ago. Jake Sullivan and Ryan Arasa-Diombier not having their best night, to say the least. And they were out there for the goal that stands the difference right now between John Murray, or by John Murray, I should say. Here's Sweet on the far side, and Ryan Arasa got had a little trouble on that right corner. And a couple scoring opportunities followed that for Nobles. They just have been struggling. They haven't been out since that shift. Harrison Sweet and Teddy McElhinney out there now. Sweet can't clear the zone. It's Zink centering it right onto the stick of McElhinney. McElhinney trying to get it deep, but it's into the glove of Kenny, who looks to capitalize, makes a pass up the middle of the ice. Taken to the wall there is Pickren. He gets up before McElhinney does, and McElhinney was the guy who laid the hit. It's quite a big collision. There's Riley Drew coming around the net and finding that would be Bussy on the far side. Bussy inside, and inside the zone now is Ty Green. St. Paul's in a process of a change once again, and here's Lyons. Lyons smoked out there by Halliday. That's not the first time those two have collided in this one. Levine on the ice now will get the puck deep. St. Paul's would have been offsides, and Culver's got to tag up. And maybe it was Green. Whoever it was still hasn't tagged up. It was Ty Green. And they seemed a bit confused. Green thought he had tagged up, and Culver thought he had tagged up. Culver definitely did. He was right. Nothing really becomes of it. 8:36 on the clock, and it's still 1-0 Nobles. And a turnover there by Riley Drew. It's centered for Stevens. And he had all time to try to pick his spot. And Barron made the save. Another one of the goal here. And Stevens deflected it in front. Perrin keeping St. Paul's in this one right now. And Halliday's going to hustle. Cronin cutting in on the right side. Great work by Halliday. And he's just going to take him to the corner. It's dropped off. Nobles was calling for a hook. Here's Severo rounding the net, drops it off. A shot for the line here, coming through. He got blocked. Right back to Severo, who fires off the wall. Stevens is first to the puck. Levine was watching him. He actually left it at the side of the goal. Severo came across but couldn't pick it up. It's still inside the line. Shot coming through here through traffic. Colby Bailey had it, and Barron saw it all the way, and now it's Charlie Culver coming down for the Big Red. Culver had it knocked away from him. Russell comes in and ran into Cronin. Here's Culver again. Sharp angle score! It's Charlie Culver with a prayer. And we're tied at 1. After somewhat of a rough shift in their own end. Culver and Halliday were out there. I'm not sure who was centering him. It might have been Green. Charlie Culver just finds the puck along the goal line and takes a why-notter. And Mark Smith, right the other way. Stop by Barrett. It's in behind him. And what a save on the goal line by Russell. Jacobs nearly put Nobles right back ahead. Right there. He got in and made a couple dandy moves. And he even beat the goaltender. It trickled over Barron's shoulder, but it stays out, and I believe it was the stick of Bryson Russell that saved the day for St. Paul's. And here we go. It's Stathheim dropping it, sets it, stopped by Riley Smith. And Simpson goes hard to the net for the rebound. And 3 Bulldogs all over him as this one begins to heat up. Charlie Culver providing the spark in this hockey game. He levels it at 1. And then chances at either end denied by 2 good goaltenders in Mark Smith and Andy Barron. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn when I say Mark Smith would probably like to have that one back. There's a shot for the line. He steered that one away. 2 for 2 since the goal. It's not about what your mistake is. It's how you bounce back for it. And we will see how Smith does that. You got to think. He'll bounce back just fine. St. Paul's looking a bit more energized here as it's Flinton playing it off a leg. Still loose at the side of the goal. Another sharp angler. I think Flinton got on it. And it was stopped by Smith again. Sullivan gets tumbled. Here's Green, top of the circle with a drifter. And Smith over to his left to make the save. That's Charlie Culver's first career point. It's definitely his first career goal. I actually don't know if it's his first career point. We'll double check on that one. Yes, it is. So he gets on the board for St. Paul's. And the big goal in this game to tie it at 1 with 6:23. It squeaks by Sweet. And look out here. Cronin's coming in. Dishing it in front. And Barron. He's good, folks. He's been making these saves left and right, and it was Casey Severo charging down the middle as the puck trickled away from Harrison Sweet, and just moving his legs there was Cronin, and he beat Sweet clean as Harrison caught up to him. Jack Cronin just elevated his speed to another level and cut in. It was a 2-on-0 with Severo coming down the middle. And they made the pass. They did everything perfect, but could not beat the goaltender. It's a penalty upcoming here on the play. Bussey was hooked, and there was no call on that one, but then he was slashed. And St. Paul's is headed back to the second power play here. And it's touched up in the corner. Menez nearly taking a penalty on Lyons in low. Referees aren't going to get that one. Heading to the trainer's room is James Orn, and he looks like he's in a bit of pain. I don't know if it's been his shoulder that's been the issue, but he's been having medical issues. Must have taken a hit or something there, and he is hurting. So we'll keep an eye on that, but St. Paul's on the power play here, and it's McElhaney dishing. Simpson across. Halliday, it was tipped by Stadheim. Here's Halliday again. Cross ice, Simpson, good puck movement, and it's a drive by McElhaney. He kicked him out for Simpson, and he shot it off the back like another one for Halliday. And there were 2 shot blocks. John Murray got in front of an open net for Eric Simpson. I think Halliday had his drive block too. Halliday now moving it over to the boards. It's Stadheim up top. McElhaney. Look at them running around, and it's a shot wide by McElhaney. Might have been tipped in front by Smith. Stadheim keeps the puck in. Great PP so far. Simpson another one-timer, and this one goes wide of the near post. Halliday pinching in here. Julian Menez had to get away from him, but then he checked the stick of Pierce Kenny. Now a chance for Nobles to clear, and they will. Boy, that was a good-looking power play, wasn't it? And it's still not over yet. They haven't put the time up on the board either. So, not sure how much is left in it. They're just timing it on a phone, maybe? Wouldn't be happy on the Nobles bench about that. Charging in and giving a snow shower there to Andy Barron and Owen O'Connor right in the mask, and Barron's not happy about it. And the clock didn't stop either. They are having issues over in that box over there right now. I don't think the referees realized they didn't have the penalty time up there, and now they do. Either that or the clock didn't stop. I saw it ticking away as well. The referee now in conversation with the officials. and volunteers in the penalty box. St. Paul's on this power play for question mark more minutes and question mark more seconds. And they've switched up their power play unit. It's Juma Russell, Sacklad Green, and Flinton out there right now. The killing unit for Nobles is Severo Cronin, Pierce Kenny, and looks like that is Colby Bailey on the far side. I was wishing he would turn around there, and he did, almost on command. Appreciate that. 4:19 on the clock, and they're still trying to figure out, either they're trying to reset the time. I think that would be causing more problems than already have occurred if they try to add more seconds on the clock, and they are. They've added 8 seconds onto the clock. Wow. So from 4:19 to 4:29, that's 10 seconds, sorry. I can add, I promise you. Face off in the St. Paul's end, and it's won by Nobles. Taking it to the wall is Severo, but St. Paul's will pull it away. They did not add the penalty time up there, so they must not mind that too much. Ty Green will gain the line on the dump here. Cronin tried the stutter step, it didn't go, and it's right to Green's stick again. He'll get it up high, and now it's Russell manning the top. Green tied up by Severo. Everyone trying to get back for St. Paul's. It's played into their bench. I'm not sure who put it up there. You saw all the yelling over there on the St. Paul's bench. As soon as that puck came up in front of the blue line, it turned into a fire drill over there with the coaches. As Dan Murphy was trying to get his players to come up behind the puck, so that if Severo does work it out, they can move it in, right back in quickly. After that, or just play defense. Russell was sneaking in there, but Green holds on and takes a shot that was kicked out by Smith, who's had to be better and better as this game's gone on, and he's standing up to the challenge right now with the aside being the Culver goal. And the play is whistled dead here. As lying on the ice are Cooper Flinton and John Murray, and they both look confused. I thought they were going to take both of them, but the referee's saying red's going. So Cooper Flinton will head to the box here, and Nobles will head to the power play. The question is this 4-on-4 or 5-on-4? And they have Flinton's penalty up there. So it's a 5-on-4 power play for Nobles, and Cooper Flinton is in the box. I believe it's for a hook in the corner. Not quite confident about that. So chance for Nobles after St. Paul's has gone over 2 consecutively. And they're looking good so far. Shot from the line. Rebound off the wall. And it's one time there by Stevens, but he missed high and wide. In the corner now is David Jacobs. They'll go back to the line, and manning the point up high is John Murray. Murray once again holding the 1-3-1 setup right now. It's laid back for Severo with a shot. And a pass saved by Barron. The rebound right back to Casey Severo. The pass from John Murray missed him. It's Severo now sneaking in for the line. Cronin. Murray giving. Here's Jacobs with a shot. Kicked around in the air. Will go to the corner. 1:13 to go in the Nobles man advantage, and a huge hit by McElhenney. Up top, look out, it's Murray sending it through! Oh, and Barron getting a piece of it at the last second as it took a wild hop in the slot. And the net is knocked off here by Barron. St. Paul's was going to try to get a change in. That's a no-go. Officials were all over that one. Face off to the left of Barron here. 1:05 to go in the man advantage. Hard around, but not out. Bailey, it didn't get out. It hopped over his stick, and Noble's forced to reset. St. Paul's trying to hustle a change in as the pass missed Lyons up and wide. He'll hustle into the zone now. Lyons all around. Now they're going to go. And by go, I mean set up. There's Lyons. Up top, Bailey, back for Aiden Lyons, stepping into a drive stop. He got his own rebound, but overskated the puck, and Menez will hop all over the opportunity to clear. And, St. Paul's a bad change. Here comes Noble, it's sink, and he was stopped by Barron. That was a 2-on-1. Noble certainly didn't play it like that. St. Paul's not quick enough on that change. I think it was Simpson and McElhenney who were coming off. And Schubert actually hopped on the ice first, so St. Paul's had touched that pocket. Would have been too many by a long shot. Digging it out of the pile now is Lapsley. Lions to the line. Look out for a big shot here. It's deflected in front. Right to the stick of Russell again, who swats it away from the empty-looking cage on the far side and down the ice as the penalty expires. Down at 93 seconds. Look at Flinton go. He sent it for Schubert. Lays it back for Menez, who wasn't expecting it to come to him. Who was bouncing too. Cronin runs into the referee and goes down on the near side of the play. St. Paul shoots it right back in. Here's Cronin once more. Menez got up all up in his face as Stevens charges the other way. He comes in and ripped it up into the mesh and high. Wow, he looks good, doesn't he? 25, he's all over the ice for Nobles, and he splits the defense there. Although he doesn't score, he draws the penalty, as Bryson Russell will go for a slash. What a chance, though. By Stevens. And Nobles still can't find that second goal. And right back to the power play, though, with a minute to go in the period. It'll carry over. If they don't score, look out in front. It was bouncing around on a good deflection. First power play unit right back out there for Nobles, by the way. And they've just alternated. First power play, second power play, first power play. And they're getting the guys they want on the ice. One of them, Stevens, who drew the penalty. Up top for a big drive. And Barron got it with the stick, I believe. I heard a thud like it was. You know the sound the stick makes. A clank, but not a clank. Severo in the middle. Jacobs can't pull the trigger. He was all tied up. I think Sacklad got his stick and checked Severo there. Murray off for Stevens, in low. Cronin back to Stevens, kicked out by Andy Barron again. And it's up off the stick of Murray, but not out. McElhenney who tried to clear, 15 seconds to go, and now it'll come out to center ice. 10 seconds to go. Nobles has got to hurry, not skating very hard as Severo. He's watched by Sacklad, who takes him into the glass. 4 seconds to go in the period. This should do it. Charlie Culver, of all people, ladies and gentlemen, has the goal. Nobles will go to the power play for 50 more seconds, but Culver's first of the season has leveled this game at 1. Nobles and St. Paul's third period coming up next.